video. Today I have Indian food.
Hey everybody, how is everybody doing this Friday? Happy Friday. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Looks like Foodie Beauty is obviously feeling better from her boil fiasco near her vagine. That was what she was talking about in the live yesterday. I'm not going to react to that because it's actually quite disgusting. She goes into graphic detail about it and another experience with a boil in the same location that she had weeks earlier in Thailand. She goes into a whole story about that, which is it's disturbing and disgusting. I don't want to react to it. I had to listen to it. I'm not going to listen to it again. So I'm going to react to this, some Indian food. I mean, I guess she's feeling better. I don't know, but it looks like she got her way. Wasn't she craving that the other day and Salah wasn't allowing her to get it? Well, it looks like she got it. So here we go. Let's get into this BS.
This is paneer butter masala, one of my favorites. Some chicken samosa and some veggies. And I'm just having water because I'm out of diet soda. So bismillah. Thank you for the food. A chicken one.
By the way, I have it sped up a little bit because it's just to watch her in real time raw dogging it is kind of more irritating, especially the way she takes bites in between sentences. So this kind of helps the process.
So I first want to take this opportunity to plug my cameo. April 5th, I believe tomorrow,
Come on.
is the last day for
Don't plug the
cameos to be on
cameo.
sale. Instead of 30, they're $20 a pop. So get your video from me if you're a fan. If you want to send a message to someone, I've done gender reveals, I've done happy birthdays, advice from people, like advice to people. Just going through a hard time. They just need to hear some encouraging words.
Whoever is seeking advice from you and actually paying for that is seriously disturbed.
I've done a lot. Just some fun things. If you want me to sing you a song, whatever you want, man. Within halal reason. But yeah, get yours now.
Wait, what does that mean within halal reasoning? Reasons or reasoning? I couldn't quite catch what she said. So does that mean you might do some stuff even though it might be halal? I don't know.
Well, they're on sale.
I don't know what that means, but okay. I know what halal means, but I don't know like if she's kind of saying that she might do some stuff that might be against the religion. She might not do some stuff. I don't know.
Money? I do special occasions.
Special occasion. Easter? First of all, why would you do Easter? Number one, didn't you denounce Jesus Christ not too long ago? And don't you know that Easter is the celebration of his resurrection? So why would you want to promote that on your channel, considering you don't believe in Jesus Christ? Just for the coin, right?
Oh, I do have some health. I'm sure you want an update on what I was talking about in my live last night. If you don't know what's going on, go watch it because it's not appropriate to talk about while eating dinner.
It's not appropriate to talk about any time of the day, any time of the week, any time of the year on a public platform. And not only that, weren't you complaining in your video prior that you were tired of people talking about your bathing habits and that sort of thing? But then you proceed to come online and talk about a giant golf-sized boil that's near your vagine. Okay, make it make sense.
I'll have an update coming out later. I'm okay.
Please no.
I love raw cabbage.
You know what? Let me just say this about that. I'm not going to go into detail about what she said. But to me, for her to continually get the boil in the same area either means that there's still the sac of the boil in there that needs to be removed because it's going to continuously, come back and come back. And not only that, she's filthy. She's getting like staph bacteria in there, so which means she's not cleaning her ass correctly, or raw dogging, public toilets and things like that. Ew. Yeah, gross. Or, now that I think about it, is it possible, because we've all seen the picture of Glitter Tits Salah and his ill-shaven man area, and it looked like he had some, ingrown hairs. And sometimes, those can be, infected with the same type of bacteria, unless he had some and they bumped uglies and then she got infected. I don't know. Or vice versa. She infected him. I don't know. But there's a lot of staph probably roaming around in that apartment. Gross. Filthy.
I love this food. I love Indian food.
You love everything.
It's probably one of my favorites. It's so flavorful.
Oh, yes. It is, actually.
Cold water. But there are good cuisines from everywhere, like.
Really? Oh, you don't say. How would you know? What's I mean, a majority of her food is fast food, like American fast food, and she tends to get the same brown food all the time. She doesn't have like a how do you say it, like a very experienced palate with food, I guess. Yeah, so what foods do you know about around the world, Chantal? Tell us. You didn't even eat good food in Thailand. You ate hot dogs. Get out of here.
Some countries I don't even know, like what's the national dish of like Czechoslovakia, for example?
Probably
I'm curious.
Beef. I don't know. It's
I don't know.
I'm just guessing. I'm taking a wild guess because of the area of that. Maybe some type of beef dish. I don't know.
If you're from whatever country you're from, comment what your national dish is. I'm curious, for real.
Oh.
I could Google it, but this is fun. So,
let me think. Well, I'm American. Well, first generation American. So, I mean, technically I'm an American. I don't believe America has a national dish. I mean, you could say burgers, but I don't even think that's American. It's probably German. As far as the country that my family is from, they're from the Azores. So, what's the name of it? Cozido das Furnas, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like a beef stew cooked in like volcanic soil, because those are volcanic islands. And that's what they do. Kind of like, almost like, how people in Hawaii do the same thing with the pig, in the ground, the lava rocks and all that kind of sort of thing. Same thing in the Azores, but it's a beef stew.
this is basically like, have you ever had butter chicken? It's a butter chicken sauce with paneer. Paneer is a cubed Indian cheese. Very good.
Yes, it is good.
Almost like a halloumi, but less salty.
It's kind of like mozzarella.
With like the texture of firm tofu.
Yeah, kind of. I agree.
Did you guys see on the news? Well, TikTok news, but
Of course. This is how people get brainwashed easily with propaganda. TikTok news. This is what she's watching. Congrats, Chantal.
guy got in trouble
What guy?
for sneaking onto the Sentinelese island. So the Sentinelese are like
by
a protected tribe, like a native tribe, and they've been known to like unalive people who've attack people who've come onto the island. They don't want
Good.
any outsiders.
I don't blame them. It's like an island. You can look it up. This island, I saw this. I know the story she's talking about. This is an island kind of in the middle of India and Thailand, in the middle there. Years ago, I can't remember the exact year, but there was a missionary. I cannot remember from what religion. He decided to sneak on the island, and they ended up killing him. Yeah, I don't blame the tribes people there for killing people. Leave them alone. They don't need to be contaminated with modern society.
But this one guy ended up going on there unauthorized and leaving as a peace offering a can of Coke and a coconut, and he got into trouble. The reason is mostly because he's endangered. They claim he's
First of all, yeah, he would get in trouble for doing that. Not only the Coca-Cola, but the coconut. Is the coconut native to that island? Because you can mess up the entire ecosphere of the island by just bringing one coconut into the island. Not only that, him stepping foot onto the island, if he had some type of, bug, let's say a flea or some weird thing that's not native to that island, once again, messing up the entire ecosphere of the island. So yeah, I could see why he got in trouble. It's kind of like that movie, The Butterfly Effect, or that theory, The Butterfly Effect. Yeah, same kind of thing.
The entire tribe, which I didn't think about because, like, apparently they don't have any immunity to flus or anything like that.
Well, yeah.
They have completely different immune systems than outsiders.
Because she does not know anything about history. The same thing that happened in the Americas, Chantal, when the conquistadors, the Portuguese, all the explorers came. They came and they had disease, what was it, smallpox and things like that, and they contaminated all the natives, and a majority of the natives died from those diseases that the explorers brought to the Americas. So yeah, that's why they do not like to expose tribes like this to people from the modern society, Chantal.
This was an American tourist, by the way.
I don't know.
Not that it really matters, but
I can't remember his name, but he has like a full like what? Not, I don't know, Russian, maybe like a Russian type of name. I don't know if he is like American born or if he's like an immigrant to America. I have no idea. But why would you say that? Why does it matter if he's American? Does it matter if he's German? Does it matter if he's Chinese? It doesn't matter. He shouldn't be on the freaking island, Chantal.
If he brought some kind of like, germ over there.
He's lucky he's not
They
dead.
can wipe out the entire tribe.
Yeah.
So, I don't remember what his punishment was. Either jail or a fine or both, I don't know. I forgot.
The way she stuffs the greenery into her mouth, it reminds me of a little goat. Those little pygmy goats, chewing on something, like just grazing in the field. That's what she reminds me of. Or a cow. Take your pick. I don't know. Try not to be mean.
If you're wondering how much this meal costs,
No.
it was 1 KD 750 pills. For everything, including the samosa. The samosa are very cheap. You can't go wrong. There's whole cinnamon.
I have a question. Typically, when they give the vegetables like that, wouldn't there be some type of flatbread? And then you would take the meat, put it in the bread, and, add the vegetable. Kind of like a little hand sandwich. I just find it odd that she just sits there and just eats raw onions and things. I don't know. It just seems wrong. Like, that's not how it's supposed to be done.
It smells nice. That's just one of the 5,000 spices they put in the food.
I'm just surprised she's using a metal fork.
Someday you might be that song from Snow White and Moab. I'm beyond tired.
As you sit there looking like a knight at the round table, the way that you're wearing that. Get out of here.
I'm hearing about how bad a movie Snow White was.
Yeah, I've heard it was real bad. Well, I heard it was real bad because they completely changed the story of the movie, and I guess it's they changed it, I guess, for to appeal to a certain demographic of society as far as, the things that are going on in the world today. I haven't seen it. I've just read about it and I heard it's horrible.
Get off my FYP.
And I'll be really surprised the girl that plays, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, if she never works in Hollywood again after this.
We get it. I'm like, yeah, Rachel Ziegler is annoying.
Rachel Ziegler.
But like, the hate for her right now is like, that's bad.
To
be fair,
honestly, I think the hate that she's probably getting, or the controversy that she's getting, is her own fault. In my opinion.
I don't even really know what she did.
Well, okay, what she did, this is just from what I've read. What she did is, even, when you are in a movie, you're supposed to do, promotional things and like that. And what she proceeded to do was talk trash about the original Disney movie. Basically calling, the prince in the movie a stalker and things like that, just trashing the original story of Snow White. I don't know if she thought that that was in some way promoting the new movie. I have no idea. And she also, I don't know if she did this on camera, but I know she did it on her Twitter. She went on there and was saying stuff about Free Palestine, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with saying that. The only thing is technically you're really not supposed to do that while you're out there promoting a movie. It's not supposed to be political, in any sense at all, because they're out there to make money. They don't want to be political. And not only that, the other leading actress, Gal Gadot, in the movie that plays, I think she plays like the evil queen in the movie, is actually from Israel. So I don't know. That's kind of like a bad look. So I don't know. That's why a lot of people are kind of mad at her. And I think including the director and I think the CEO of Disney and stuff, there was a whole thing. So yeah, like I said, I'll be surprised if she works in Hollywood. And if she does, she's not going to get a movie like that. Again, for Disney.
But whatever it was. Must have been pretty bad. Is this chicken?
What do you mean, is this chicken?
Oh no. It's too good. Basmati rice is like light and fluffy.
The way she digs in her food.
It's not dense. Is that a tomato? Tomato peel.
Take a bigger bite. Bigger.
Anyway. I'm in a pretty good mood. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
I'm not going to be finishing all this rice. That's for sure.
She doesn't even chew. It's amazing.
I mean, do we even really need a Snow White remake?
No, I don't think so.
Another one?
We didn't need a remake. Some remakes are fine, like the Dune remake. They did a really good job with that because I love the original one and the one with Zendaya in it. Awesome. The first part and the second part. Can't wait for the third. But a movie like Snow White, they should have kept it to the original story because it ruins the entire, fantasy of having that you know, that story as a little girl being read to you and things like that. I don't know. If they remake movies, please keep it to the original story, please.
Because diehard fans don't really like when there's a deviation from the story.
Yeah, I don't.
Or really when the main character looks different. Too much. So just watch the original then. Okay. Anyway. They give you a lot
Yeah,
of
because there was controversy with the pick of Ziegler as Snow White. I don't know her nationality. I don't know if she's Hispanic. But because she is other ethnicity versus what the story said, I think that's why people had an issue with it. I didn't have an issue with it. As far as that aspect, I thought, you know, she's a pretty woman, but some people did have a problem with that.
I love rice, but just eat until I've had enough. Anyways, guys, thanks for having dinner with me. Stay tuned for some...
Here we go. Yeah, stay tuned for some creepy stories about her vagine boil. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like in the Twilight Zone right now. I have a headache. But anyways, I might do another video that might be up later today. I have to watch the grandbaby for a little bit. Yeah, so everybody take care. I know a lot of people probably lost some money today with the stock market. Dropped like over 2,000 points. So I'm sure a lot of people took a hit in their 401ks and stuff like that. I know we probably did. I don't want to look at it. But anyways, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.